no cenário internacional, assim, no internacional. E depois, assim, porque eu via muitas pessoas falando mal do karatê, via muita gente falando que, poxa, então eu queria mostrar realmente o mundo que todas as artes marciais, desde que ela seja bem treinada, corretamente treinada, ela tem a sua eficiência. Porque elas foram criadas para guerra, foram criadas para defesa pessoal. Então esse é um dos motivos principais.
I think the main reason that I choose to fight MMA is because, when I started watching MMA when I was 15 years old, I'd always watch it and I was interested in it, and I always thought that the karate that I trained, I always felt that it could be effective in this type of sport, or in this type of sport with limited rules, and as close as you can to a real fight. It is a real fight, but there's rules, and I believed that Machida karate would have done well there. And I used to train, with other guys from other disciplines who had their strengths with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, and when we would train together in our region, I would see that there were certain aspects of my game that would really excel, and so I just tried to get those skills better and better, and train other martial arts, and I really wanted to expose that on an international platform versus just in my region, and that's what I went out to do. I was really up for the challenges, and and as far as the other reason is that I used to see how people would talk about karate and how karate wouldn't work, and I believe that any martial art, they were created to fight in war and as self-defense, and I believe that any martial art that you train properly can be executed well in MMA as long as you train it properly.
Okay, Kim, you have anything else?
Yeah, and I'll take this one off the air. I just want to know what does he most want to be remembered for after his career, which I hope doesn't end until a really long time from now, but other than being one of the best fighters and UFC champion, hopefully more than one, what does he want to be remembered for?
Thank you, Kim, for the call.
Como você gostaria de ser lembrado depois que você se aposentasse? As pessoas estão falando de você, como você gostaria de ser lembrado?
Bem, assim, eu acho que eu fui um cara que, tipo assim, lutei sempre por esse lado da performance, mas junto com isso, com o lado da filosofia da arte marcial, né, que é o lado do respeito, o lado que muitas vezes a gente não consegue enxergar porque a gente esquece isso, mas tem que ter o respeito. Então tem que ter a disciplina, tem que ter o respeito. Eu acho que isso aí é o caminho para qualquer profissão, não só para lutador. Então, através disso, eu queria ser lembrado assim, como um cara que buscou esse lado, um cara que, entendeu, que sempre cultivou isso.
Of course, I'd like to be remembered as a technical fighter, and what a lot of fighters would like to be. But I think more important, I'd like to be remembered as a guy who always tried to show the discipline, the dedication, and the respect of martial arts, because I believe that a lot of times in this sport, sometimes people forget that, and I believe that the discipline and the respect that you learn from martial arts is not only good in fighting, but I think it's good in any profession. That if you have discipline and you have respect, that it's always going to take you, no matter what type of occupation you have.
All right. Tiger Uppercut in our chat room says if Lyoto plans or wants to train with King Mo in wrestling.
Você gostaria de treinar com King Mo para wrestling?
Gostaria. A gente se encontrou aqui na feira de Las Vegas e a gente trocou algumas posições e ele me convidou para treinar com ele. Então, acho que seria um grande treino para mim, um bom treino.
Yeah, I'd love to train with King Mo. As a matter of fact, at the Fan Expo here, we ran into each other and we talked and we exchanged some positions, and he invited me to come train with him, and I would love to. I'd love to train with him and see, and us maybe exchange some positions.
Now, will that be a conflict, being that Rafael is part of Team Black House, or are they able to put different camps aside, or just work around the timing of fights?
Well, the thing is that Black House, a lot of people always say the team. It is in a way, it is a team. People could look at it, but it's more of a family. And the truth of the matter is that everybody is part of this family, but everyone also has, there's a lot of teams that make up the Black House family, which there's the Lyoto Machida, there's Team Noguera, Team Anderson Silva, which is Muay Thai College. There's Dos Santos, who trains with Champions boxing gyms. So there's a lot of teams. It's more of a family that comes up. There's Munoz that's part of the family too. So Jose Aldo, who's from Nova União. So there's a lot of different teams that make up of it, and I think that at that point, I don't really think there's a conflict. There's not too much of a conflict. It's not like we're exposing anything to each other. We're just trying to improve, and in this sport, in today's day and age, I mean, so many people train with each other. It's really like a sport. It's not so personal.
Okay. Also, Good Game wants me to pass on a message. He says wants me to ask Lyoto if him and Kaká, the Brazilian superstar in soccer, were separated at birth. I've been watching Lyoto, and okay, they look a little bit, but not that much. I wouldn't call them identical twins or nothing.
Kaká. É o outro irmão teu.
Meu irmão.
Yeah, it's his brother.
All right, let's continue on here with the calls. We got Sam from Pennsylvania. What's up, Sam?
What's up, family? How you guys doing?
Good, and you?
I'm all right. Ed, good morning. This is Sam. We spoke Saturday morning from Pennsylvania.
Hey, what's up, Sam?
How you doing?
Good, man.
It's ironic that you're in studio with Lyoto. You could tell those two jokers that hosted the show that I spoke highly of them with you on Saturday. So maybe I had a little something to do with it. I don't know.
Actually, he was saying, when's that bum Ed going to be on the show?
Yeah, exactly.
I have two questions for Lyoto. One has to do with that awesome shirt you have on. Ghost can tell you I'm a huge Bruce Lee fan. So, but the first one is we spoke a little bit about this the other day with Black House having so many great fighters under the stable. The chance that Lyoto might have to find a stablemate, for example, Rogério down the line. I just wanted to get his perspective on it.
Porque a gente tem tantos atletas bons que treinam lá na Black House. Que é o teu pensamento se um dia você vai ter que lutar com o Rogério?
Isso realmente é uma coisa que eu sempre penso no momento que eu estou vivendo. Isso realmente ainda não aconteceu, mas se vier a acontecer, eu acho que o esporte está se tornando cada vez mais profissional e diminuindo mais a rivalidade. Assim, rivalidade que eu digo, aquela rivalidade de briga e tudo, pessoal. Então eu estou tentando encarar isso como uma coisa profissional também. Lógico que eu não gostaria de enfrentar o Rogério, até porque a gente é amigo e tudo, mas infelizmente o esporte está caminhando para isso nesse lado, então os times, às vezes pessoas do próprio time vão ter que se lutar e a gente vai ter que ser profissional e entender. Principalmente que eu só lutaria com ele se realmente fosse assim, por um cinturão, alguma coisa assim. Fora isso, não tem por que a gente se enfrentar, entendeu? Só uma situação extrema realmente, onde não tem para onde ir, aí tudo bem, aí pode ser que a gente lute.
Yeah, the way I feel about Rogério is the sport. First of all, the way I feel about the sport is every day we're getting a lot more professional. It's starting to become less and less personal when fighters have to fight each other. And fighting Rogério is something that I wouldn't like to do. Because not only is he trains with us, but he's also a good friend. But I understand that as the sport gets more and more professional, the personal side of the fight is really being eliminated more and more. Now, if I was to fight Rogério, it would be definitely something like for a title. Because both of us have the same dream, and I don't feel either one of us should, block each other from doing that. But, other than that, I really would not like to fight him. But because the sport is becoming more and more professional, I think that you're going to see more and more guys in the same team having to fight each other just because it's just the nature of the beast.
Okay.
The other question was with the Bruce Lee shirt you have on, and Lyoto coming from a traditional karate background, a traditional martial arts background, versus guys that, just start training MMA or something else. I just want to know if Bruce Lee had any influence on him growing up and his style of fighting at all.